Welcome to the presentation of professional ethics. The topic for discussion is discrimination. So we are going to discuss about this topic because in the engineering people who go under this situation and they'll be discriminated and to how to overcome this one and how to face this kind of discrimination inside an organization while they work. So that we are going to discuss. So first, we are going to discuss about the introduction of discrimination. So what is meant by discrimination? So a discrimination is an morally unjustified treatment of people and because of different irrelevant ground when they work. So the people who will feel like they are mistreated and misguided when they work in an organization because of their age, sex, or skin color, or it may be related to religion. And so, because of that, people may be mistreated and they'll be discriminated. And so, that's why they violate the human rights and unequal treatment of human being leads to unethical behavior. So this should not be there in an organization. So organization, if all the people are equally treated and they are given privileges for all the human rights, and this kind of discrimination related unethical behavior can be controlled in an organization. So in this kind of discrimination, the people will go under different kind of treatments that is called preferential treatment. So what is meant by preferential treatment? So giving advantage to a member of a group and denied the equal treatment to other women or minorities. So that is called preferential treatment. So sometimes in some organization, preferential kind of treatment will be there. The organization will give privileges for all the male workers and the female workers will not be recruited by the organization, or the benefits or the rules are different for women and for men, so equally they may not be treated. So this is called preferential treatment. And so because of preferential treatment, lot of unethical behavior may happen in an organization. What are the types of preferential treatment? That is called weak preferential treatment and strong preferential treatment. Sometimes some traditional way of a group are equally qualified, but they will not be given to the privileges will not be given to them because people who are from this kind of a background also well educated and they are equally having more talents, so but they will not be treated properly, they will not be given advantage. So that is called weak preferential treatment. Strong preferential treatment, so the giving preferences to the minority applicants or women over well qualified. Sometimes some kind of good people, good technical people, we may lose because the priority was given only for the women. The priority is only given for the minority community. So this kind of preferential treatments may lead to unethical behavior or the useful human resource or may lead to some of the wastage of resources. So ethically, we have to give importance for the performance and we have to give importance for the technical aspect. We have to treat the people and we have to give importance for them. We have to appreciate them inside the organization. So when these are not, when these things are happening in the reverse direction, that is called discrimination. Then the next topic is called sexual harassment. This is also one kind of discrimination which affects the work of an employee, and this kind of when the sexual harassment happen when the rules are violated by certain people because of pressures or because of fears or penalties or insults. But due to this kind of non-behavioral act, it leads to or spoil the work of a job which is expected from a particular human being or particular women. And sometimes they may underestimate their task, and they may perform very less, and economically they cannot be afford all those things, and unwanted relationships of unequal power may lead to sexual harassment, undesirable and objectionable form of a discrimination of a sex also leads to poor performance, and many form of threats and performance and related penalties or awards or some of the assaults, annoyance and unequal pay for work. So that also leads to poor discrimination. So people will work in an organization should be recognized, appreciated by the rewards and not by the punishments or not by the discrimination. So we have to give importance for all the employees and for all the female workers, and that's why in every software company the preferences are given. A particular cell will run for handling the grievances of women when they are supported, because preferably all the women are doing equal job of men, and so hence they, if they are appreciated and if they are safeguarded by the law and by the organization, their performance and their skill set will be useful for the organization growth. Many CEOs are women, and people, and all the women are shining in different industries nowadays, because the Indian government and all the government all over the world is supporting them, and all they, when they go as an employee in an organization, preferably all they are supposed to be treated equally to other gender people. So there should not be any gender variations in the job, and the performance wise they should be appreciated and awarded, so that this kind of discrimination, once the people identify themselves as an isolated community, or their desires are not fulfilled or sanctioned by the management, or they are not they are not given any preferences, then they may indulge in some kind of acts that may lead to unethical behavior, and that's why they violate the law, and they cannot provide or give their 100 percentage for the improvement of the society, for the organization and for the society. So the textbook for the presentation references are as follows.